Voy pa' encima con una botella, una toalla y gasolina. Como en Palestina lo hago fácil, como pelar cáscaras de mandarina.
Puerto Rican artist Residente blasts JBalvin in a nearly 10-minute rap session, reigniting their beef from last year. And he doesn't hold back, calling him the Logan Paul of reggaeton and even going as far as labeling him as a racist. Lindsay, what is going on? Can you tell us what's going on now, but then also let's start with how did the beef start? Where does it go back to?
Yes, so it is not kosher. As far as we know, the feud started.
See what you did there? Look at you.
Little hot dog joke. As far as we know, the feud started last September when Balvin called out the Latin Grammys for what he perceived to be a lack of urban representation in the nominations. At the time, he tweeted, "The Grammys don't value us, but they need us. It's my opinion and nothing against other genres because they deserve all respect, but the trick is getting old. We give them ratings, but they don't give us respect." Residente then responded by comparing Balvin's music with a hot dog cart.
Yeesh.
Yes, saying that your music is like a hot dog cart. A lot of people might like it, but when those people want to eat good, they go to a restaurant and that restaurant wins the Michelin stars.
I mean, that's harsh.
Yes, he went on to say, "I would believe your boycott if last year when you were nominated 13 times you didn't go, but then you didn't boycott."
Interesting. And did Balvin respond to
Of
all
course he
that?
did.
Yeah.
He said, "At first, I respect your opinion," but he then used this idea of his music being compared to a hot dog cart to promote upcoming music and even merchandise as well. So
I actually think is very brilliant.
I agree. I think he turned bad news into something positive for himself.
1000%.
And he ended up even posing with a hot dog cart. So he had a good time with it.
Okay, so what's the diss track about now and why is it coming out now?
Yes, so Residente did a Bizarapp session, which these are super acclaimed sessions that everyone really loves. There's a lot of eyes on them. So his was so long, it was split into 3 chapters, and the last one is where he really goes after Balvin, calls him a coward and a racist. He says that JBalvin is so insecure he had to announce on Instagram how much money he makes. He also called him out for turning the other cheek during their hot dog gate beef. Instead of speaking out about the issues that he was initially raising,
But what was
he
the
decided
issues?
not to take a part.
What were the issues he wanted him to speak out on?
Calling out the Latin Grammys, I think he feels like he just didn't double down on the statement that he made.
Gotcha.
And so the track also went on to diss JBalvin's one of his more recent tracks called Para. The music video featured 2 black women as chained dogs, which I'm sure we all remember how devastating that was.
Yeah.
And he went on to rap that the worst and most serious of all is that the is a racist and doesn't even know it. He also accused Balvin.
It's like keeps going.
Oh, it is never ending, yeah. He accused Balvin of using his mental health issues as a fraudulent way to sell a documentary. And he also brings up that, you know, he's really benefited from his privilege as a white singer in reggaeton.
I mean, these are like serious jabs he's taking at him.
The list goes on and on.
And when I looked at the video, I haven't looked recently, but I looked right after it went up, and it hit 2 million views within the first hour.
Yes,
which
it's
is
a
wild.
combination of it being this searing, and also that just speaks to the attention that Bizarapp sessions usually get. Residente did mention in his latest Instagram post that with each view, you will be donating to a mental health organization. So at the time that he's tearing someone down and accusing someone of using mental health issues in a fraudulent way, he's also donating to those. So it's a little hard to know where to land on this.
At least it's like beef with a good cause, I
Totally.
guess.
Beef with a side of benefits.
There you go. Okay, I like that. So I wonder if JBalvin will respond, and if he does, like, what do you think? How do you think he's going to respond?
I would love him to do a Bizarapp session himself. It seems like in the past he's responded with a sense of humor, so I feel like that's what we could probably anticipate, but only time will tell.
I mean, he's definitely going to respond. He has to respond, I feel like.
Yeah, he can't just kick back and let this happen.
So keep it locked here at Billboard because we will have an update for you, for sure. For more on this story, head to Billboard.com. For Billboard News, I'm Chelsea Briggs.